What is up everyone, Parox here, and today I'm playing in the IS-7. I just bought this tank yesterday, and I didn't think I would like it that much because my playstyle is more medium tanks, but I was definitely wrong. This tank is awesome. And I needed a heavier heavy besides the E75 to do my current mission, Heavy Tank 12. I have to have the damage blocked by my armor be at least double of my tank's HP. I also have to do 1500 damage, but that's only 3 shots, so that shouldn't be too hard. So I'm going to go on Tank Alley on Himmelsdorf, and right at the beginning of the game I'm the only person going there, but you know, that's okay. The IS-7 doesn't really need that much help holding flanks, so I'm going to get hull down, hide my hull on this little rubble pile, and just expose my turret. I load a PCR for the initial engagement, just because I think I'm going to be shooting at mostly tanks' turrets. So at E75, not E75, E100 climbs up, but the accuracy of this tank isn't the best. I mean, you saw the shot there go down and to the right to hit that car, and then the second shot flies to the left and just misses that turret completely. Oh well, they're not pushing on me, so I'll just sit here and try to get my mission done. Thank you, enemies, for shooting me. This guy might be a problem though, the T95. I just have to make sure he doesn't get a good shot at my hull. It looks like he's trying to pull forward to get a better shot here. Ooh. Ouch. Looks like he penned me right in the front there. Fortunately, the E100 doesn't have the big gun, so he's not able to just sling heat at me and go through for like 750. So that's kind of nice. But now I do have a waffle sitting behind me, and he's gonna, I think, take the attention of the enemies. You could just hear that hit from the T95 pen that waffles turret. But they're not pushing on me, so, and you saw that shell again just fly to the left and miss the E100's turret. So I'm just gonna sit here. Oh, look at that shot right there. Bounce from a T95. That was a good one. And basically what I'm trying to do is just try to get them to shoot me. That way I can just bounce all their shells. And a lot of the shells in this game, I actually, they weren't necessarily bounces, they just went into my tracks. There were a lot of shells that were absorbed by this thing's tracks. So now that I'm alone, the enemies start to get smart, try to push on me. There is this 432 that came down from the hill, so now I have to fight him and this IS-7. Luckily the 432 just tracks me, and the IS-7 bounces off of me, and he only tracks me again. Oh man, I'm loving this tank so far. I've only played about 20 games in it, but it's so fun. And he tracked me again. Yeah, good luck penning me, 430. I'm waiting for this IS-7 now, but I see that he pulls back. He damages my track that time, and I put a snapshot into him. And the IS-7 just tracks me. Oh man, this is good stuff. And then he just tracks me. Oh man. In game, I was just laughing to myself because of the lack of damage that the enemy team was doing. I'm not sure if that shell hit the waffle or it hit me, but ooh, that's my, I think that's the second penetrating hit this game. And this low, I kind of feel bad for him, but I kind of don't, because he's just sitting out in the open trying to shoot an IS-7 from the front. Like, it's not going to work low. Sorry. But I managed to find a nice spot behind this waffle here. And, uh-oh. There's no way I can win a one-on-one engagement on this guy. He has way too much health. He pens me, and then I get taken out by the E5. But that looked like a pretty good game. I bounced so many shells there. I'm just going to wait for this game to cap out. Fortunately, we did win. It wasn't required by the mission to win the game, but whenever I have good games like that, I always like to see the victory result. So 2 of our light tanks will cap out, and I wonder if I got my mission done. So yeah, I would say I did. Damage blocked by armor 7,550. I only needed to block 4,300 for my mission to be completed, but look at that. Took 25 hits, 5 of them penetrated, 20 shells bounced or was eaten by the tracks. Wow. You know, I'm going to be interested to look into the armor use efficiency, like stat for the IS-7, just to see how it compares to tanks that really don't have any armor. But anyway, moving on to the next replay. Alright, so here we are on Kharkov. And this time I'm trying to complete Heavy Tank Mission 15 for the T28 Heavy Tank concept. And what I have to do is, if you combine the damage I deal, the damage I bounce, and the damage that I take, that has to exceed 8,000 damage. And we also have to win the battle. So I think this is a really good map to do this mission in. It's a city map, which the IS-7 just excels in close quarter combat like that. And there's no arty. Not like arty would matter anyway, because it's a city map, but, you know, no arty's always nice. So I'm going to take this early position down this road. I'm surprised that penned the VK. That thing has like 5,000 millimeters of armor everywhere. Just kidding, it doesn't have that much. It seems like it though. I accidentally was pushing our Foch out there. Sorry, Foch. But I'm using this little rubble pile to try to hide my frontal hull. But it doesn't work out too well. I get spotted. I'm like, oh crap, I got spotted. And it looks like the 704 puts a shot into me as I'm backing up. That kind of sucked. I tried a blind shot, but it doesn't look like it went in. And just look how awesome this IS-7 looks. Like, it just looks so cool. Especially with the winter camo, because it's just like completely white. But, you know, I think it looks awesome. Especially the turret. Like, look how scary that thing looks. So I realize now that I'm not really going to be doing too much damage and not really have too much of an influence on the game over here. So I'm going to try to push down and take this Carnarvon out. It looks like he's getting some shots into the side of our guys down there. So I'm going to take him out and maybe flank around the side. It looks like they do have a lot of enemies in G9. So I'm not too interested in pushing all the way around behind them, as the Jagdpanzer E100 could take me out. And this poor Carnarvon. Tier 10s versus Tier 8s. It's never a pretty sight for the Tier 8 because they just get wrecked, and it kind of sucks when you're playing Tier 8s. That's really why I don't enjoy that tier so much anymore. So I was going to pull out that way. But seeing as that guy was already waiting for me, that doesn't look like such a good idea anymore. So I'm just going to pull my tank back. And since I saw the Jagdpanzer move up, I'm going to wait for him to... Or not wait for him, wait for, you know, me to stop screwing around with this SP1C and actually go out and do the damages. So I loaded some APCR just because I didn't really know where the Jagdpanzer is going to be facing. So I'm going to drive in here, do some flanking maneuvers with the IS-7. It is somewhat fast. It doesn't like to turn at all, like ever. So if you're expecting to kind of get up to the side of things, if you have to turn, not really going to work out too well for you. So my first APCR shell goes into the Lowe's tracks. That kind of sucks. And I pulled back here, but then I realized, what am I doing? I'm in an IS-7. I can literally just sit here and they won't be able to pen me. Oh, that's one thing that's awesome about this thing. You can just bully Tier 8 tanks. Like, just look at this. They're not doing anything to me. I'm just putting shot after shot into the low and into the ISU-152. He takes out my observation device. Not really super useful because it's all close quarters combat. So I take out the low and I'm going to push onto this ISU-152. He's probably a little scared right now. I'd be scared if an IS-7 was charging at me and I was in a Tier 8 tank. It doesn't look like he has the BL-10 based on how fast he was firing. So I'm feeling pretty good about this game so far. I've bounced quite a bit of shots. I think I've done a lot of damage so far. So I'm just going to try to guarantee that this mission gets finished by getting some shots in on these guys over here. Ooh, that kind of sucked. My first shell looks like it went under the 57 heavy. I'm trying to kind of sit here like this and get the 57 to bounce off me. but he does put 3 shots into me. But that's okay because I don't have to survive the battle, and damage that gets dealt to me counts towards my mission. So I'm going to pin this 155 here, take him out, and just wait to reload, hoping to get one more shot off on this 57 heavy. But things go a little better for me than I expected, and I get an ammo rack with him on 902 health, I think. So let's see what we did here. I did 4,893 damage. Thankfully that the 57 ammo rack helped me out a lot. I absorbed 2,210 hit points, and I took 1,995 damage. So that comes out to a grand total of 9,008 hit points. If I plug that into the calculator right, looks like I did above 1,000 hit points above my mission requirements. So that was pretty awesome. Busted out those 2 games. I think they might have been back-to-back. There might have been another game in between. But anyway, Heavy Tank 12, Heavy Tank 15 done in one night. That was pretty good, considering I was struggling on the mission where you have to bounce twice as much your HP for a while, until I got this beast. So if you don't have the IS-7, I recommend it because it's just awesome. It can deal a good amount of damage, and you can take a lot of punishment. So yeah, IS-7, good tank, good tank. Didn't think I was gonna like it. I don't know why. Finally convinced myself to buy it though. But anyways guys, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.